Hey folks, I just managed to do a very fast renovation and extension on my tiny sleeping pod, living pod. Now it's a bit more living on top of sleeping because I've added, I don't know, a foot and a half of space here, and I put some flooring down on the concrete. Got my little heater there. I'm going to put a little drop leaf desk that I can sit at and work on things. I'm also going to put some vapor barrier to block this area under here because that will let in cold. I'm starting to put interior decorating little curtains on the inside instead of the outside, except, well, no, I'll do the ceiling too. But anyway, so that's coming. And I don't know, this makes such a difference. I'm already sitting better because my feet are down on the ground. Hang on, there we go. I've hooked up the cord here, so there's no issue of tripping over it. Still have to work on the thing there, but that's going to be a door. So once that's done, it's going to be a lot better. I've hooked up these much better, and I've hooked up my phone charging USB things onto these two other chargers. Gotta get my head around here. So now I can plug into those as well. And just to give you an example, I'll just show you here. I can stick it also in to this guy. Oh, I'm trying to do it by looking through the phone. There. So, and they, at least one of them, they do a faster charge. So if I'm doing my phone, I can do that. I've got all my little flashlight headband things there. I've got a little shelf with all kinds of cool stuff there. Speakers and things. Like, I have no heat on right now. It's cold enough out there. It's not freezing yet. There's no snow, but it's supposed to be a bit later. It's going to go down to -5. So I'll get to check this out with the extension. I mean, obviously there's a little bit more area to heat, but I think it's worth the extra space for sure. So, yeah, so I'm going to build a door. I'm going to put a little desk area over there. I would like to actually hang a light from the ceiling. Actually have a real light. That would be cool. But that is coming with my interior decorating. This is very fun. This is very fun. This is a good way to reclaim or claim your power if you're in a position of feeling a bit of fear or intimidation or whatever. Doing some little thing like this, especially in my case where I was really starting to stress out about staying warm and not eventually staying warm, but for now, the little segue for when my trailer is all set up. So this is excellent. Also, I squeezed my own sort of necessity is the mother of invention kind of experience out of this. I gotta turn off my little headlamp here, and where's a light on my face? So I really, really believe, and this was my first experiment, but I really believe in gently, healthily, in a healthy way, being good to yourself, just pushing yourself into a zone where you basically will figure things out. And by sleeping out here and not going into the trailer right away, I got myself a military sleeping bag. Maybe I would have left that and I would have just relied. I would have been so reliant on if that propane was working, because if it stopped or went too cold and I just had regular blankets or whatever, I wouldn't be prepared. So out here, I got a thought in my head and I researched as I got cold. Military surplus sleeping bags, and I narrowed down the layered sleeping system and blah, 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 blah. got myself a really good secondhand military sleeping bag with delivery it was about $250. And on and on. So each time it got a little colder and I dealt with it, an idea would come up. And then there's so many people were saying constructing a building inside this barn, but it was just too big of a job. And then to take it down again, the ceiling is super high. It was just crazy. So with this, and it was when Raven's daughter's husband, Mark, was saying some stuff about it because he was kind of getting concerned, and he was saying, oh, same thing, build a little area. And then I just thought, why don't I really build a little area? Like, go to what do I need and what is quick? And I just thought, I looked around, I found some scraps of wood because I also wasn't going to go and buy anything. So I found 2x2s, attached 4 of them on the post of the bed. So I had like large 4-poster bed, and then I built a frame around the top, stretched the vapor barrier over. It was about 3 or 4 hours. I finished at 3 in the morning, and I was able to sleep because I couldn't stop halfway through because then I wouldn't be getting warm. Slept in that for a few days. Absolutely amazing, but my back was really starting to bug me, and I didn't like the crampedness of what do I do with my legs. And my lower back's already a little bit of a problem, and it was starting to really get to me. So I thought, okay, I gotta put on an extension. One of my best friend, Tim, he was suggesting that I stick with a 4x8 for if and when I put wood and insulation around it, which, for sure saving time and money with cuts and things. But then it meant that I would have an extension on the end and not on the side. And I thought, well, I can do on the side and do the 8 part. And I could, but I thought I don't really need that bit on the end. So you know what? For this situation, this is good. This is just right. And now I actually get to customize. So I'm going to have a kick-ass, cool little place here. And at the moment, it would be kind of a parallel with a winter tent. But I'm considering putting some kind of insulation, very thin, 2 inches worth, and then maybe some thin board over top. I'm going to let it evolve. My friend Jim is coming by in a couple of days to help me do the draining of everything and blowing out the tubes in the trailer. And Jim is one hell of an inventor. Like, this guy could have been another Tesla or something. So I'm going to ask his thoughts before I go crazy with things. I'm really finding living in something before you go haywire on an idea, that the experience of, if it's something like that, or the experience of using something and then modifying and moving further, it makes me think of Mike Reynolds. Garbage Warrior was the documentary. He developed all the Earthship movement. And same thing, he said, I need a test site. I need to make mistakes with the buildings, the houses I make, so that I can sit in them, learn from them, and then modify them. That is so profound now that I'm experiencing it. So absolutely, it's like my whole life, my approach to everything is drastically changing for the better with a few little things that I'm doing, and I just did them kind of intuitively. I had no idea what they would do, if they'd work, whatever. So that's one of them. The evolution of my pumpkin lantern carving is just skyrocketing and going to amazing places. Now I'm getting into promoting certain products that might work for me, and seeing if I can get something either at no cost for the promotion of it in exchange, or some kind of deal. Then I can try more things that I otherwise would avoid because I don't want to spend too much money. In a case where I can do something like this, great, and I can put it on my videos and people can learn from them and they'll find out, or even come and try something out. So this portable sauna is my next adventure, or one of my next adventures, and I cannot wait. But I think I might uh, only do my first trial when there's snow on the ground. It could just be a sprinkling, I don't care, but just have that white, I think would be great. So anyways, don't want to go much longer. Oh shit, I don't even know if this is on. Oh, it is on. I thought it would run out. It's odd. Well, maybe it's going to run out soon. So I was excited to, hang on, you know what I'll do. I was excited to show you guys my one last little walk around. I'll just put my headlamp on as well. I'll put it on my super bright. Oops. There. This is my, so there's the base. And this was done very fast. I did the construction just before my client got here. It was a short soul print session. And then I finished wrapping. I started thinking about the wood thing, and then I thought, I'm never to get this done. I got to do this before I go to sleep. So I just wrapped it for now. So there we go. There we go. This is something that anyone could do. Saves their lives in a certain situation for sure. But it's also fun. Now, if you had a big building or a barn or a shed or whatever, perfect place, or a garage, you could do this in a garage. Like, I don't know, maybe someone would say, well, you're not sleeping in my place, but you can use the garage a little bit, and there's no heating in there or something. Well, you could build a little thing like this, and you would have a great little time. Like, I actually feel like hanging out in here. That's the coolest thing. So anyways, thank you for listening to me, and please push the like button and subscribe. Follow me. There's a whole bunch of cool shit going to be happening soon. You don't want to miss it. And I'm telling the truth, you won't want to miss it, because I tell you, it's going to be fucking amazing. There's always something new going on here. And it's only getting better. So I'm going to do an over and out for now. And I will, I guess, show you the next stage of this. Could do a little short one at the end of my work moment. But I do have to go and eat. It's kind of getting late. And I sacrificed eating lunch, dinner. Well, I ate lunch. I didn't eat breakfast. Got to do my ceiling too. So anyways, my lovely folks, I love you all. Thank you so much. Everything that I'm about is integrity, honesty. We kind of blend and overlap, but integrity, honesty, heart opening, love, staying out of battles that aren't needed. And this has been a real learning experience for me. And I'm letting my heart guide me on this. Oops, I got my big light here. You won't see me at all. Letting my heart guide me on things and gradually building that trust with my heart, working more intuitively than ever before. I always was. I mean, I'm an artist. But I'm pushing it into my lifestyle now, and I'm taking it very seriously. You might say I got a kickstart from my lovely Raven. Didn't tell me till last minute that we must have made a soul agreement once upon a time. Of course, I don't know if she knew either, so we didn't tell either of us. But she definitely gave me a kickstart, and I am going to take that to the fullest. The better I can do, the more I can share, the more I can grow, the more I can learn, the more I am building and contributing to Raven's wonderful, beautiful legacy. Because I was thinking about it the other day. She was not even close to an average person. And I'm not artificially putting her on a pedestal because she was my partner. Oh my God, I'll do an episode or whatever on this, but I go through the steps. I was with her all the way through, right up to the last moment that she ever spoke. And it was one word 4 times. Freedom, 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 freedom. Didn't hear her speak. She wasn't even in a position to speak. She was so far gone. Hours before that and after that, nothing. She just said those 4 words, evenly spaced, clear, crisp, concise, no struggle. That is not an average person dealing with dying, of the physical body dying. She blew my mind. She showed me that the capacity for us is, like David Goggins said, I can't remember the amount now, but a fraction, like where we think we're reaching our max, it is a fraction of what we can do. And Goggins pushed himself too. I don't want to do quite as extreme as Goggins, but between Goggins, some stuff from Oracle Girl that I like, and Wim Hof, and then just my own intuitive stuff, because I don't follow anyone. I just get ideas and concepts and things, and there's a lot that I don't agree with on any one person. So, but they inspire me, and the 3 of them together, 3 pillars, maybe my 4th being me. That's my pursuit for all winter, along with my isolation and my all those other things, integrity, dealing with things, clearing stuff from my system. I got a whole bunch of them that I'm working on. The polar swims and stuff, the sauna, a lot of, I'm using the term shamanic, so anyone that gets their panties in a bunch, I'm choosing shamanic. I don't claim to be a shaman. I don't pretend to be one thing or another, but shamanic to me is the best word that can be used. Drawn from Siberia, shamanism, that gets across a certain approach to spirituality and in working, hacking nature, hacking energy, using a term that people now liberally use. Like I just saw recently, coffee hacks for the AeroPress. It's just ways of new little troubleshooting concepts and stuff and insights. So, having said all this, thank you, wonderful, amazing people. Please comment, please push the like button, subscribe, share, share thoughts, ideas. I'd like to hear some people that are doing their thing and just hear what they're doing in certain situations. It would be really, really wonderful. Like to really get some conversation going amongst followers and stuff too. So I am now really going to say goodbye. I'm just going to turn this around. We're at 17 minutes and 53 seconds.